All right, we are live. Give everyone a few minutes to join. Hello, Matthew. Hi, everyone. Welcome. We are going to start waiting people to come in, and then we will get started. You guys want to comment a wave or your names, where you're joining from? Let me know. Hope everyone's doing well and enjoying the nice weather outside. I know I'm sitting outside today joining you from my house. And it's nice. It's good. It's good for all the Jumpstart activities coming your way. Hello. Kristen, Melissa, Tay, Laura, or hockey group, Sue, Chad. Welcome. I'll give everybody another 30 seconds to a minute, and then we can start answering some questions. If you guys have any questions you want to ask me, just comment them below. To give you guys a bit of a background on who I am, I'm Marie Papadakis, and I'm Toronto FC's digital host and in-stadium host. And I was very fortunate to start off as an intern with Toronto FC, and then I was fortunate enough to get the job as both positions for host and in-stadium host about 3 years ago. So this is my third year in that role, 4 years with the team so far. We're wishing them the best of luck in Orlando as they're there right now. And yeah, I played soccer growing up my entire life. My dad was my coach. I started when I was about 7 years old, training and playing, and between soccer and then the arts that I was involved in, I was a very, very busy kid. So that was kind of me growing up, and now I'm just fortunate to be able to work for a soccer team that I've been a fan of since I was a young kid and working in the sport of soccer, and it's Soccer Week. So yeah, let me know if you guys have any questions to ask me. Go ahead, just type them below as you guys join in, and I'm here to hang out with you guys today. A big question most people always ask me is how I got into this job. And I went to Ryerson University for 4 years. I was in the sports media program, and I studied there. It was a great time. I absolutely loved it. The program was really, really good. It was a small program, very intense. You got a lot of hands-on experience, which was amazing. And I actually gained a lot of my experience in that program. If it wasn't for that program, I probably wouldn't be here today. They gave us so many resources and allowed us to do so much within people with our industry and all that. And it was great. Is it soccer or football? Depends where you live. It definitely depends where you live. I call it football, but here in North America and all that, I always also do say soccer. So it varies. If you go to the States, it's soccer. Do I still play soccer? Yes, I do. I play in a women's league now. I stopped playing competitively when I was 20 years old just due to injury. I got a really, really bad concussion, so make sure you guys take care of concussion. That's a really big thing. But I still play women's league now with all my friends who we all retired and played provincial and all that. So you play in a competitive women's league up here in York region. So you play for the Richmond Hill clubs, which is a lot of fun. So, Linda, what's been your favorite and / most memorable experience to date in your role? There's a lot of them. I can't lie. There's a lot of amazing experiences I've been a part of. I have to say, being for MLS Cup was obviously a huge experience for me, but I was an intern at the time. However, I think the biggest experience for me was actually being in Atlanta for the Eastern Conference Finals this year. That was incredible to see our team just absolutely dominate and do what they needed to do, and being in that stadium, when that stadium's that massive, and be able to, quiet the stadium down for our win, that was incredible. And I was actually very fortunate enough to go to New York Fashion Week this year when they released the Adidas jersey, so that was also another really cool, memorable experience for me. But I always say every day is an experience and a memory for me with TFC. There's always something new and really good coming along. Hockey fan, what's my favorite team? I am a hockey fan, huge hockey fan. Toronto Maple Leafs, of course. My dad made sure that all me and my sisters were all Toronto Maple Leafs fans growing up. We have pictures of us in jerseys from like when you were really, really, really little. And I just can't wait for hockey to come back too, which I'm sure you are as well. So definitely a big hockey fan. Tay, how have you been keeping busy during quarantine? Any new hobbies? I picked up rollerblading. That's a new hobby that I picked up. On the side of me doing my TV host stuff, I'm also a personal trainer. So I've been training a lot of like my friends and family online and stuff. So I've been keeping myself busy with that. And I picked up some new books. I did a lot of reading, which I haven't read in years since I was in school. That was probably the last time I did some reading. So reading, rollerblading. I did a lot of cooking, baking. That was something I did a lot. And so that's how I've been keeping myself busy. And a lot of Zoom calls. I don't know about you guys, but I swear I was on FaceTime and Zoom all the time. Who is your favorite soccer and football player? Okay, well, I am a big Liverpool fan. And I gotta say, I think one of my favorites to this day still is Mohamed Salah. I think he's an incredible forward. He dominates on the field. His touch is incredible, and the way he reads the game is like none other. And I also just gotta say, you know what, as everyone does know, Messi's also one of the guys I always looked up to growing up too. So those two are probably my favorite soccer players as well. Why do you think soccer activity is important for kids? It's huge. I think soccer as a sport is incredible because it teaches you team building, teaches you how to work with other kids and other people. It teaches you how to take criticism when, you need to do better and learn better. It allows you to take those skills and bring them forth in your adult life. If it wasn't for me playing on a team and me learning with other people around me from a young age, I wouldn't have the working skills, the group skills I would have today. And I think it also, keeping active is huge for kids. It's huge for mental health. It's huge for body health. And I think keeping active just puts you into a better positive light. So soccer or any sport in general is really, really good for all kids and all adults too. I say no matter how old you are, you can kick a ball around and play a sport. What is my favorite sports memory? I was really young for this, but when Greece won, that was a big experience for me. When they won in 2004, that was a really big experience for me. I absolutely loved it. Seeing my dad and my parents all freak out because they won. I was really little. But another one, I actually went to the Olympics in Greece when they were there. And seeing that was also incredible. Being a part of the opening ceremonies and seeing that all go down, that was definitely a memory I will never forget. And if anyone ever has the ability to go to the Olympics, go. It's amazing. I would definitely check it out, and it's an incredible thing to be there and be a part of that history being made. One more for you. What do the TFC players eat before a big game? Well, we have an amazing kitchen staff. Shout out Elaine and the crew at BMO Training Grounds. But before a big game, I'm usually not with them right before a big game. So I do know that they eat a lot of pasta and a lot of protein to get themselves fueled for a game. I don't know exactly the detail of what their exact meals are, but I know they're always eating carbs and protein to get them all pumped up. That's definitely a big one. What do I enjoy the most about being a digital and in-stadium host? Laura, good question. What I love, the fans. The fans are the absolute best part. Being there to be able to give you guys an experience, to give the fans, no matter if it's their first game, their 17th game, to be able to put a smile on their face and give them the best experience they can at a TFC game, that's what makes it so special for me, and that's why I enjoy it. And being able to interact with everyone and put on all these games, it's fun. And for me, I enjoy it. I love being on the field. I love running around and doing all these games and giveaways. It's I don't always, I say it's more of a fun thing than a job for me because it doesn't feel like a job. It's incredible, and I absolutely love every minute that I spend at BMO Field. It's really, really fun. Does TFC or Jumpstart have a camp or program for youth with special needs like autism? That I am not 100% sure about. However, Jumpstart will be able to message you guys as well or DM them, and they'll be able to answer. But I believe all their programs welcome all kids and they should all be able to participate no matter what. What are some most fun behind the scenes experiences you've had? Whew, that one's a good one, Melissa. Every marketing day at the beginning of the year is definitely a fun experience because we're all behind the scenes getting ready to do our pictures and all that, and everyone teases each other and makes each other's laughs in front of the camera so they can't get their proper shots. So it's always fun, and that's like the first time you see each other at the beginning of the year. So everyone's in a good mood, everyone's happy, everyone's excited to get back. So marketing day as a whole is great. Every time I'm on a shoot or filming with the players, it's always fun, you know, and being with the crew, the social team that does all the stuff online for you guys to see. They're an amazing team, so they're always great to work with, but definitely being behind the scenes is cool. I gotta say, marketing day this year, I'll give you a little bit of a story. I was doing my pictures on one of the sets, and I was just juggling a ball in my hands, getting some of those like gift shots going, and Pozuelo and some of the guys kept kicking balls at my feet so that I could trip and stuff, and all out of fun and games. But they're great people, they're fun guys, and it's all for us just having a good time together. So it's behind the scenes is definitely all fun and games. Does TFC have a mascot? No, they do not. I'm as close as a mascot as they get. Most memorable moment as a stadium host? Twist emotion. Good question. That one's definitely a tough one because I always say every day is an experience there. I gotta say when I gave away the Ford car, that was definitely an experience because one of the contestants that I had on the field, at first he missed it and then he went again to go get the shot and he got it in, and it took him a little bit to get the shots going, and then when you finally actually succeeded, all the fireworks went off and the stadium was cheering for him and he got a car, and it was just so exciting to be a part of that and see, you know, how happy he was and to be able to put a smile on a fan's face like that. So that was definitely a good experience. That's so good. It is a very fun job, Laura. My job is so much fun. Who is my favorite TFC player of all time? Timber J _75. Good question. However, I can't pick. They're all amazing, current to old. They've all been able to do an incredible job and have made history with our club from 2007 till now. Every player has been a part of this industry, so I definitely give them all props. All props. Yeah, if you guys have any more questions, I'm here for it. Welcome to everyone who's coming in right now. Eric, Brayden, Justin, Laura, welcome. I hope you guys are all keeping active outside too. It's so nice outside. And now that some of the fields are open, I'm sure you guys can go around and kick the ball with your family, parents, and also don't forget to participate in the challenge. So make sure you guys get, you know, your siblings or your parents to film you guys and send a picture to the Instagram account or a video, and you guys can be a part of the challenge. And I know they're posting the best ones, I believe, this coming Friday. And that's also the keep up challenge. So show us your best keep ups. What's the most that you guys can get? You can comment below. I think the most I've gotten is 25. Even as a player, my keep-ups were always not so good. Can I tell us about the upcoming MLS tourney? Yeah, Matt, for sure. They're in Orlando right now. They're Thursday. Yeah, they were supposed to play Thursday. So their Friday game, I can't even remember the days anymore. The Friday game got postponed to Sunday. This Sunday, July 12th. I can't even remember the days anymore. At 9 a.m. instead of 8 p.m. So they're going to be playing this coming weekend. What happens is it starts in the group stages and they go round of 16 and they go all the way to a final championship tournament. Now, all of the points from the group stages count towards the upcoming 2020 season. That's going to happen post-tournament. And then if they win this MLS's back tournament, they get a chance to be in the Scotiabank CONCACAF Champions League. As many of you know, Toronto FC has been in it a few times, so the Reds are hoping to get back and get that trophy and be a part of the CONCACAF Champions League one more time. So, yeah. All right. Love all these questions. Do I have any pregame rituals or superstitions? I do. When I get to the field, the first thing I do, put my bags down, and I walk right out to the grass. And I actually just sit there and I kind of picture the stadium full for a second. And then I take a few breaths, and then I go inside and I go all the way to the top floor, right by the press box. And I run through my lines one more time. And I always just look over the stadium to get myself mentally prepared, get myself in the zone. But that's always what I do. I go down and then I go up, get an overlook, and wait for all the fans to join. So that's kind of my pregame ritual and superstition. Where did I get this cool necklace? I actually bought it online. That's Peep Peeps. That's where I got it. If you can't do keep-ups, I never say you can't do anything. Nothing is impossible, Rebecca. So just keep practicing. Keep doing them. Because trust me, I had my good days and bad days doing keep-ups. So I definitely had to learn. And you just got to keep doing them so you get better and better and better. What position did I play? Vol.8 BW9. I played. So I started off as a center mid when I was about from 7 to 12 years old. I was always in the center. And then I got really, really fast as I grew older, and I was eventually moved up to the wing. So I played more as an attacking mid. And then in my older years, near the end, I would switch between a striker position and an attacking mid. They just kind of flip me back and forth. My coach liked to put me in both positions depending on who you're playing against and their defending style. So that's what I played. I was kind of a little loop on the right side. Never a defender, though. Never a defender. I was not. My defending skills weren't as good as my attacking skills. Angela, what's the day in the life like at your job? It is very busy. Not many people know what I actually do beside hosting. I'm also a producer. So on top of me hosting, I'm actually creating videos on the side. So some of the videos you guys have seen on the big screen, like the TFC Open and all those videos before the players come out, I've actually produced some of those. So I create videos, I film, I write. The day in the life, I wake up. If the guys are in training and I'm there that day, I'll get ready, I'll go to the training ground, I'll watch practice, and I write my notes for any pregame stuff we're doing. And then I'll film with my producer and camera guy. And then from there, I'll go home, continue writing and working on any upcoming videos that we have for the weekend or the upcoming game. And then in between, depending on the days of the week, we'll film Red Alert and any other features we've had before. I know you guys have seen so many of them on Toronto FC's channels or mine. So every week, every day is different. It depends on how busy we are and if there's a game that day, home or away. But generally, I'm at the training grounds or at Scotiabank Arena or working back from home. What are you most looking forward to when the MLS season returns, Laura? What am I looking forward to? I mean, depending on if we're allowed to have fans and all that, I'm definitely looking forward to being in a stadium with fans. That's something I hope to see come back soon. But the biggest thing is I'm just excited to see live soccer. I'm excited to see, the team in action, being at BMO Field, being at the training grounds, being immersed in it. That's the biggest thing. You can... Watching it on TV or, over the phone isn't the same as watching it live. So I'm just excited to see the game back in action live. Bront, what's my favorite stadium food? I gotta go with popcorn. There's nothing like a bag of popcorn. You could sit there and nurse it all game, have like a nice iced tea or something beside you. Popcorn's my go-to. I know a lot of people love like poutine. Poutine's another one I really do like. But there's like pizza, hot dogs, but I'm simple. Popcorn it is. Linda, what's your first ever soccer memory? My first ever soccer memory was actually, I wasn't even on this team, but my parents always laugh about it. My older sister was playing her soccer game, like just a house league game. And I was so young that I wanted to keep playing. And my dad and my mom were like, no, Maria, like you have to sit down and watch the game. You're not old enough to play yet. And when they were looking, I ran on the field and just started trying to play with everyone, thinking that I could, and I couldn't. So I just basically put myself in the game because I thought I could, and I wouldn't stop playing, and everyone started laughing. So I was eager to get on the field from a young age. That was my first soccer memory. What youth soccer programs does TFC have? They have a lot of MLSC in general and MLSC Launchpad have a lot of young soccer programs that people can sign up for. So if you go on MLSC Launchpad, you can see all the programs that they offer there. TFC has a young academy, so that's their more competitive side. They start from, I believe, 9 or 10 years old, and they go all the way up. And that's how you get on the more competitive side. But every year they have camps and stuff. If you keep online on TorontoFC.ca, they have all of them they release. But because due to the circumstances right now, I'm not really sure if we're releasing those this year, but keep an eye out for next year and the following summers because they have a lot of programs going on. They have a lot of youth soccer clinics they do with players that come in and coaches that come in and train them for the day. Twist. How did I become interested in soccer? I owe it to my dad and my mom. You know, my dad played soccer growing up, and he was always a big soccer fan, watching the EPL, Champions League, the MLS, and when we were young kids, he always watched us and immersed us in the game. So I just followed right into it, and I fell in love with it. And he took me outside, and my sister's outside, and we were really, really young, and just being outside on the field with the ball with my family, I fell in love with the game, and I haven't stopped loving the game since I was a kid. So I'm very fortunate to be where I am, and I know all of us here love soccer too. So if I had to work for another MLS team, who would it be and why? I don't think I could ever work for another MLS team. People ask me that all the time, and I just have such a bond with Toronto FC and their club and their team. The people from behind the scenes all the way to on the pitch are incredible to me. They've given me a lot of opportunities. So I don't think I could ever leave Toronto FC and work for another team. They're just engraved too much in my heart. All right. Let's see what else is here. I miss stadium popcorn too, Rebecca. Me too. If you guys have any more questions before I wrap it up, you guys let me know. I'll answer a few more. But I once again want to thank you all for joining me here. I was really excited to be on here today. And make sure you guys do the Keep Up Challenge and send it to Jumpstart so you guys can be featured possibly. Because that could be cool. No matter how many you have. If it's 1 or 12 or 30, submit it. Doesn't matter. You still did a keep up. What do I think of the new TFC jersey? Well, I love it. This one is obviously not it. This is the Canada Day one from last year. I have so many of them. I always alternate which ones I want to wear. But yeah, I love it. I think it's awesome. The collar's really cool. I love the striping on it that everyone has. And the gray, I loved the old gray when it was back, way back when they had it. And I'm glad they brought it back. It's a really, really cool color. And it's different. Now you'll know where the Reds are no matter when they're wearing that kit. So I love the Unity kit and the jock tag on the bottom with all the cities. That just adds such a special thing to it. And no other jersey will really have that. So I really love that about the jersey. I hope you guys like the jersey too. You guys can go in and get it. Ariel Sports. How old am I? Well, I am 23. I'll be 24 in about a month. So, yes, I'm a 96 for those looking at years. But yes, I am 23 years old. And yeah, I think if anyone has one more question before I wrap it up, you can type it below. And I hope you guys enjoyed it. And if you ever want to reach out, make sure you guys follow me on Instagram. If you have any more questions, I'll always answer. Where is my favorite place to travel? Oof. I mean, personally, Greece is beautiful. I have a lot of family there, so I always gotta say that's my favorite place to travel. In Europe, definitely. I love it there. The beaches there are beautiful. And it's so nice if you ever have a chance to go to Greece. I highly recommend. But if I'm picking somewhere in North America, New York is also one of my favorite places to go. I go there so often because I just love the city and love the shopping and the food. So that's also one of my favorite places to go. And yeah, so I'm gonna wrap it up here. I appreciate all of you guys joining. Thank you so much again. And if you guys have any more questions, make sure you guys follow me on Instagram at Marie Papadakis and follow along on Jumpstart, as they're going to have so many fun activities and trivia coming up tomorrow and all week, as it is soccer week. So I will hope to see you guys all at camp, and I appreciate you all joining me, and thank you so much, guys. I hope you have an amazing day and enjoy the nice weather. Bye.